Last week was brutal and we still made over $500 just on one trade example. Just 5 other trades that will expire in April, most likely worthless, hopefully worthless, will remain to be seen, but the odds are in my favor. I want to go over this $500 income trade in 7 days basically. Let me show you what we did. Basically it was a put credit spread, okay, on Ethereum. Ethereum was like 2,000, 9,000, 1,950, give or take. And we sold the put credit spread 1,800, 1,700. What does it mean? It means that in the time frame by expiration, Ethereum will stay above 1,800. Well, the put credit spread will expire worthless and everything will be good. So how does that look? Let me show you how that look and what we've done. This is the trade basically. It says summary of $500 income in 7 days on a brutal week. So yes, the market is crashing, everyone is crashing. If you have yield max on leverage, you're getting crushed every single day. I have yield max but not on credit, but I do lose money on Coney and YMAX. And when I sell puts, it's a completely different world because I sell naked puts with like third of the buying power that Robin would ask me to put. All the details in the link below. I use Tasty Trade. There's a course in the members area. The Black Swan hedge trade makes a lot of money. The other hedge makes a lot of money, etc., etc. Join below. But let's go over this summary of $500 income in 7 days on a brutal week. It was getting a little close, but not really. This one expired on Friday. So while ETH touched a little 800 today, it doesn't matter. It's already expired. The put credit spread went from right here. This was the trade. ETH futures again. I don't know if you have Ethereum and Bitcoin futures on Robinhood, but on Tasty I can trade ETH futures, options on futures, something crazy that no one is even talking about on YouTube. So this is why the members in the group, inside the school group, are happy and making money. The price was $1,960 and we sold the 1,800, 1,700 put credit spread. This is the income, not just 500, 575, so almost $600 income. This is the buying power that you need, $5,000 as collateral. That collateral, it's not gone. It is back to my account. The following, basically when the trade option expire worthless, and this $600 almost I got as income on day one. The second that I execute the put credit spread, as you see the expirations already been done on Friday, so everything is good. ETH closed above 1,800 yesterday while dropping non-stop all week. Remember, it was 1,600 and the trade was for 7 days. So I basically made a calculated risk to reward trade, and nothing is 100%. It doesn't exist, but I did 1,960 divide by 1,700, not 800 for max loss. I'm looking at max loss, which is this, the buying power, $5,000. Okay, in 7 days, 1.15. So Ethereum need to drop 15% in a week, which happened in the past. Sure, it just happened a month ago. It went down like 30% in like a month or something. I don't know, give or take. It was like 26, then it went down to 2,000, etc. It needs to go down 15% for me to lose $5,000. Yes, it's possible, but the risk to reward after it already dropped so much, I calculated, I made an educated guess that maybe, hopefully it will not happen. It will not drop 15%, and for this I made 575 divided by 4,950, about 11% return on my money, 11% return on my money, return on risk I call it. I don't call it ROI, I call it ROR, return on risk. Made 11% about 7 days. And if you just multiply that by 52, I know it's not realistic, but for the people that likes numbers out there, this is a 600% annual return. Before you know it, you make bank. This is the power of selling options. This is why I like to sell options. So far out of the money that if I do get a sign, I did get a sign in the brutal month of March. I got a sign on 2 stocks. Out of 17 trades that I took in March, 2 got a sign. 15 expired. Out of the 15, let's say 10 expired worthless, 5 expired around break even. This is on a brutal month when the S&P dropped like 10% or so. Everything just dropped non-stop, and I got a sign on 2 stocks only. First one was let's go back here. Marvel. Let me show you. The price was, when I sold the put, it was like, I don't know, 110, 112, something like that. It's $60. That is crazy. I sold the 80 because I said to myself, okay, it's around 112, 115. Let's sell one naked put. $80, $8,000. It dropped to 70 and now it's 60. That's almost half in a month. For a stock to lose 50% in a month is absolutely insane. There's no way to sugarcoat it. Bear with me. The other one was Coinbase, which I'm happy to own. It was $300 give or take, and then they posted insane great earnings, and then the market tanked, and then it went to like 260, and then I sold at 260. I sold the 220 because I said it was 300. The earnings were insane. It went not just to 220, it went to 180. Now it's 170, and I own 100 shares of Coinbase with a price of 220. Am I gonna sell covered calls against that? No, I wanna hold Coinbase long term. I'm happy to buy Coinbase at 220 instead of 300 or 260, and most likely I will sell another like 150 calls or something and get another 100 shares, because the price is getting ridiculous. Everything is getting super cheap in my humble opinion. Can everything go down more? Of course, but it is what it is. The point is, when you sell naked puts, when you only put third of the buying power compared to cash secure puts that Robinhood wants, and you sell, you use 8 ATR, you use a lot of filter, a lot of rules that I say in the school group. Go check the course link below. Then I just trade risk versus reward. I don't trade the underlying. I do trade the underlying at the end of the day, but I trade risk over how much risk I'm taking and how much reward I'm getting paid for that risk. This is my philosophy. It's been working wonderfully in the last couple of months since I started, I think in October. ROR, return on risk, this is what I calculate, is pretty awesome. That's just a term that I like to use. Up to you. Either way, join below, see what we got. Learn and educate yourself on something that is profitable, but no one is talking about it because everyone on YouTube are using Robinhood. I'll see you in the next one.